Okay, here's the introduction PowerPoint lecture part A for Introduction to Sociology, Scott High School. I've sent you guys the shell, the PowerPoint shell for this one, so you will have that at your disposal. You can take notes on it. I would suggest maybe that you do that. You can print them off. You can leave them on your laptops or your computers or your phones, however you can best take notes. And this will also follow pretty closely Chapter 1 as well, so you'll need to be reading Chapter 1 with this as well. So the advantage to the online lecture here is you can stop this, you can start it whenever you want, you can review it periodically, however you can best process the information. So let me introduce the idea of sociology to you. In classrooms, I always ask the question, what does sociology mean to you? People have different ideas about what sociology is. Some people think that it's the study of culture, which it is in part the study of culture. Sociology encompasses a lot of different areas of social life, and we're going to find that out. Sociology essentially is the scientific study of human society and social behavior. Unlike psychology, where psychology focuses on the individual, sociology focuses on the group. And I would also write that down in my notes somewhere. So it's the scientific study of human society and social behavior. And the focus again is on the group as opposed to the individual. So there you have that part of the definition as well. Scientific study of groups of people. And we'll spend most of this course talking about different groups of people. Now, the next question is, why might it be important to study sociology? So why would it be important to study groups of people or culture? Well, we'll find out. Issues related to sociology that we'll study in this class do include the idea of culture. And with that come the ideas of values, attitudes, beliefs, customs, and we'll look at different cultures that exist not just within our country or even within our own state in West Virginia, but worldwide. Even in your county, I'm from Lincoln County myself, so even within your small county in West Virginia, whether it's Boone County, Lincoln County, or maybe Kanawha County where I'm at right now, there exist different cultures. So we'll talk about that. Also, we'll study popular culture, things, ideas, television shows, reality TV, music, clothing that is geared toward, well, your age group. And you see some images of pop culture, and we'll study the sociological implications of that. Also, religion. Religion is another area that sociology will explore. There's not just one religious belief or religious faith. We're not all just Christians in West Virginia. There are people of other religious faiths and other religious persuasions, and there is interplay within our state, within our country, and certainly worldwide. And we'll talk about some of the implications of religion and how that relates to this class. Also, sociology talks about and tries to understand the idea of gender. Not sex in terms of being biologically male or female, but the idea of how we socially assign roles to being male and female. So sociologists are very interested in gender. Also politics. Issues related to sociology in this class will also focus on government, power structures within government. Again, not just within our state or country, but worldwide as well. We're also going to talk about, and sociology also endeavors to understand issues related to race and ethnicity. So we're going a lot of different places with sociology. That's what makes this course so appealing, is that we really get to go a lot of different places with sociology to try to understand a lot of different things that happen in society. Also, sociology will help us explore and understand, hopefully, better racial and ethnic problems. Also, sociology will try to explain or help us understand why it is that some people are very wealthy. Here's a guy that probably you've heard of, Ryan Gosling. His net worth is $30 million. Obviously, he's an actor, entertainer. Like I said, you've probably heard of him. So why is it that people like Jennifer Lawrence, probably heard of her too, her net worth is $40 million. What makes these people so successful financially, more so than probably we could ever dream of? Are they just inherently biologically superior to the rest of us? Are they just more intelligent, more talented, or were they in the right place at the right time? Maybe a combination of the two. Maybe if you or I were in the right place at the right time, we could be like Channing Tatum and be worth $50 million. Maybe if Channing Tatum had been in the wrong place at the wrong time, he would have never gotten a break and would never have been spotted or discovered and would not be a famous actor or entertainer. Hard to say. Oprah Winfrey's worth $2.9 billion with a B. How nice would that be? So again, right place, right time, or is she just that much smarter than the rest of us, or more motivated than the rest of us? And also, sociologists try to understand, why is it some people are poor? Some people who are poor are very intelligent, very smart, very motivated, but things don't quite work out for them for a myriad of reasons. Maybe because of where they were born, the country, your county, your state, your parental, your upbringing rather, economic situation that you're born into. All of these things will impact how you turn out, how you develop in terms of being financially successful or otherwise. An old picture of myself and my daughter. My daughter's probably your age. Will be a senior in high school herself. So why is it that some of us are poor at times? I've been poor in my life. I remember being so poor in college that I was literally rolling pennies for gas money. So, and I'm not exactly poor now, but you know, I'm a little better off than that now. So why is it that this status can fluctuate? Can sociology explain that? Can sociology explain why we go to war? Can it explain terrorism? Can it explain why we fall in love? And explain who we fall in love with? Seems to be that we like to think we have free choice or freedom of choice in our country, within our culture, in terms of who we date. Think about it as you're watching this. Think about your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other. Do you choose these people? Do you choose your mates? Do you choose your friends? Largely we say yes. But what we find is that generally within our country, the rich kind of stay with the rich and the poor kind of stay with the poor. And I have lots of examples of that. Some of these statistics are a little dated, but you get the idea. There we have Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. Jennifer's from our region. And you can see what they're worth together. But the rich and the powerful tend to stay with the rich and the powerful. Those of us who are in the middle classes or maybe the lower class, we tend to marry, hang out with, and establish friendships with people who are very similar to us in terms of social status or socioeconomic status. So there you have some more examples of some rich and powerful couples. I've tried to represent every genre and different races and ethnicities here, doing my best. So we tend to see the rich marrying the poor. You know, that seems to be the exception to the rule, even though that does happen, obviously. Now, there's an article that I have attached, one of several that I have attached in this first unit that you'll need to read with the first chapter. Invitation to Sociology. I like this article because it does a good job of introducing the idea of sociology. Peter Berger emphasizes that nothing is too sacred or profane for sociology. And that, again, is one of the appeals of this class, I think. Sociology touches everything. Nothing is out of bounds or off limits or too offensive. Nothing is too high and mighty. We cover it all. We talk about it all. We try to understand it all. And the first wisdom of sociology is things are not always what they seem to be. We're going to find that as we start peeling back the layers of things, of phenomena, of reality TV, sports, high school drama, whatever we want to talk about, there's always layers to this stuff. And if we can peel back the layers, we start to understand really what makes society tick. So when we talk about the sacred, we're talking about things that set apart from the everyday world, which inspire attitudes of awe or reverence among believers. Examples of sacred images or ideas include religion. A lot of us are religious. You may have strong religious beliefs, and that's wonderful. Those ideas or images of religion, the idea of God or gods. The cross is a very important symbol in the Christian faith. Also the profane, elements which belong to the ordinary world rather than the supernatural. So these are the common everyday things, and they can be disturbing things as well. Examples of the profane include the mundane, normal stuff to the horrible stuff like child molestation, prostitution, terrorism. And I'm going to go ahead and call this the end of part 1 of the video lecture for the Introduction to Sociology. Thanks.